Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and every once in a while in crochet there are these defining moments, and I really think that this board is one of them. This is so beautiful. I just love this. I've just been walking it around the office, and this is to introduce a series of flower videos that we're doing here on YouTube. And we're going to do videos on every single one of these flowers, and then there's going to be several other flowers also. And most of these were done with worsted weight yarn, and all different brands of yarn were used for this. And I just think it's really beautiful. Look at this. And so it's a great way to use up scraps. And this one flower down at the bottom, let me see, I gotta go this way. The pink one here, I made it big enough so you could actually put like a little votive candle in the middle. And you could use these like to decorate scarves or hats or just anything, placemats, anything. I just love these things. So anyway, well, we're going to take you to a close-up lesson, and Christina is going to show you how to make the flowers. And please, please, please subscribe to our channel and like and share our videos because it really helps us out a lot. Thanks a lot for watching.
Hey everybody, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful daffodil flower. Daffodils are one of my favorites. I love when they come out every spring. So this is going to be a fairly easy project. This example here was worked with sport weight yarn and a size F hook. I'm going to be using worsted weight yarn today, so it'll be a little bit bigger, a little bit easier for you to see. So whatever size yarn you choose, just make sure you also choose the appropriate size crochet hook for that yarn. To begin, take your yarn on your hook, and you'll start by chaining 3, and then join with a slip stitch to form a ring. So take your hook, you're going to insert it into the first chain closest to the slip knot there. Grab a loop and pull it through, and then pull that same loop through the loop already on your hook. And that makes a tiny little circle that we can now work into. So I'm going to chain 1 and work 12 single crochets into this ring. So you'll just go right down there in the middle and work your single crochets. After you do the first one, the middle becomes a lot more obvious. So I'm going to work a total of 12 single crochets all the way around, and then I'll come back and show you how to move on from there. Once you've got all 12 single crochets, just join this together with a slip stitch, go into that first single crochet, and join them together just like that. Now the petals are going to be worked in rows, so from here we will chain 1 and turn, and single crochet in the next 3 single crochet stitches. Two and 3. Now take a stitch marker. I like this kind right here. They're really easy to use. You're going to take your stitch marker and put it in the next stitch. Slide through there, these lock like that, and then forget about that for a minute. Just put it to the side. We'll come back to this in a minute. You'll chain 1 and turn at the beginning of each petal row. For row 2, you're just going to single crochet in each stitch across. For row 3, chain 1 and turn. Skip this first single crochet and work only in the next 2. Now we're on to row 4. Again, we're going to skip the first one, go in the second one, leaving us with just 1 single crochet for that row. Chain 1, turn, and do 1 single crochet for the 5th and final row. Now to get back down to the center to start our next petal, we're just going to slip stitch down the side of our petal here. You had 5 single crochet rows, so we're going to aim for about 5 slip stitches, about 1 per row. The important part is just to try to get them even and looking nice. Working into the sides of the rows can be a little difficult if you've never done it before, but you've only got to do a couple of them. There we go. And then once you come back to them to the bottom, for the next petal, you're going to start working into the stitch that we marked. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. And in that marked stitch, you'll work a slip stitch. Then you'll chain 1. And single crochet in that same stitch again. Then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then rows 2 through 5 will be just the same as we did for the first petal. We'll work up the petal, we'll come down the side, and then we'll have a total of 4 petals when we finish. You will need to make 2 of these. I've already made the second one. It looks like this once you're done. So you need 2 of these, and then you also need the cup. So let me finish off the other set of petals. I'll show you how to make the cup, and then we'll put it all together. To make the cup of your daffodil, round 1 is going to be very much like round 1 of the petals, except you only need to work 9 single crochets into the middle of the ring instead of 12. So it'll be a little bit easier with less petals to work in there. I did leave a nice long tail to start, so I can use that to sew them together. Rounds 2 and 3 of the flower cup are the same. You will chain 1, turn, and single crochet in each stitch around. And when you reach the end of the round, you can join together. So I'm going to do rounds 2 and 3. I should have 9 single crochets at the end of each of those rounds. Then I'll come back and show you round 4 and how to put it all together. At the end of round 3, you've got almost like a little bowl shape here. So only 1 round is left. That's round 4. You'll chain 3 and slip stitch in the next stitch, and just do this all the way around. It gives you a little bit of like a ruffle around the top edge of the daffodil cup, just like that. So I'll do this all the way around, and then we get to put it together. So now I've got all my pieces together for my daffodil. I've got 2 sets of petals, and I've got my cup, and this is where I left a nice long tail for sewing. I'm going to thread my yarn needle. I find the easiest way to do this is fold your yarn in half, kind of pinch it between your fingers. Since needle size doesn't really matter, I pick the biggest one I've got, and then I just kind of wiggle the eye of the needle right over the yarn. 99% of the time I can thread my needle on the first try using this method. And then let's see, for the petals you want to kind of stagger them. Make sure you see all the petals. And then your cup's just going to go right in the middle, so I'm just going to go straight down and straight back up. Now, if you prefer, you could certainly glue these together. I like to sew things like this together, but it's a personal preference. Either way is perfectly valid. So just up and down a few more times through here should be plenty to hold my daffodil in place. So let's compare. This is the one I made with worsted weight. This one was made with the sport weight yarn. Both equally beautiful. This one's just a little bit bigger. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you've got any questions, you may certainly ask them down in the comments below, and the pattern and everything else you'll need for this is in the description. Thanks for watching, guys.
So I'm going from this side to that side, and I'm going to pick up my yarn and draw that up and then finish my double crochet like that. So if you do, let's say I've seen scarves made with only pulling 5 loops through, and they look amazing. They're really cute. They come out